The scramble for the final flights out of Afghanistan as
Evening News with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good evening. Thousands of people are tonight locked in a desperate scramble to leave Afghanistan before the shutters come down on the evacuation airlifts out of Kabul. The Foreign Secretary, Dominic Raab, pledged Britain will use every remaining hour to get people out, but in practical terms, there could be as little as 2 days left. It's estimated nearly 2,000 interpreters and other Afghan staff who worked for Britain have passed security checks but remain on the ground. Many thousands more people are being prevented by the Taliban from going anywhere. Our correspondent John Ray reports. Moving on, a major supermarket group, the Co-op, is saying tonight that the current food product shortages are the worst it's ever known. Disruption to supply chains being blamed on a shortage of lorry drivers is also affecting other big supermarkets, including Tesco and Iceland. Well, Peter Smith. Police continued their search today for clues about the disappearance and suspected murder of the university chef Claudia Lawrence. Now, on a successful first day for Paralympics GB in Tokyo today, the crowning achievement belonged to a 43-year-old veteran competing in her 8th Games. Dame Sarah Storey's track cycling gold was the 15th of her illustrious career, with the world record thrown in for good measure. Well, Lucy Watson reports from Manchester, where Dame Sarah's delighted family and fans were watching. As we said, though, Paralympics GB have plenty more to celebrate after their campaign got off to a medal-winning start all round. 2 silvers in the cycling velodrome to go with Dame Sarah's gold, and 2 silvers and a bronze in swimming's first day of events. Well, Chloe Keedy rounds up the rest of the action. Still to come on the ITV Evening News. Those stories and more after the break. Welcome back. A simple blood test that can rule out a potentially fatal disease in pregnant women is to be rolled out across the NHS in England. Preeclampsia, whose early symptoms include high blood pressure, can threaten the lives of both expectant mothers and their unborn babies. Martha Fairley reports. Packets of pork scratchings are being pulled from the shelves of shops and pubs tonight after 176 people fell ill with salmonella, at least a dozen of them needing hospital treatment. Well, the products are being recalled were all made by the snack giant Tato Group at their plant in Bolton. Our North of England reporter Hannah Miller. A report into the use of police tasers has warned that unless serious concerns are addressed, officers could lose public trust. There are worries that now, as well as the food product disruptions we highlighted earlier, there's another kind of shortage being reported tonight, a lack of vets to treat sick animals. One of the biggest chains of animal clinics says it has a staffing crisis because fewer vets from overseas are now working in the UK. The surge in pet ownership during the pandemic has made things worse. In 2019, around 95 vets a month were coming to the UK from the EU, but that has now dropped to 31. Meanwhile, the UK dog population has grown by 3 million to 12.5 million. And there are more cats too, up almost 5 million to 12.2 million. Well, with more, here's our consumer editor, Chris Choi. Bit of sport now. The England captain, Harry Kane, said today he is staying at his club, Tottenham. They will spec. And finally, it's often moving to see young and old come together, but when 14-year-old Katie McCabe and 82-year-old Murdoch McGregor held each other across the ocean waves, it really was quite a unique moment. They crossed routes as both were sailing solo around Great Britain, the youngest and the oldest sailors ever to do it. Dan Rivers reports. Oh, what a story she'll have to tell when she goes back to school. That is all for now. Julie is back with news at 10, but from me and all the team, bye-bye.